The landscape of WWE has been shaken to its core with massive developments rocking the wrestling world. We are kicking things off with the aftermath of WWE SmackDown, where Jacob Fatu dominated the night by taking down Solo Sikoa in an absolute barn burner of a main event. Fatu did not stop there, as he laid waste to the MFTs and sent a chilling message to the Usos before the show went off the air.
Tired of dropping your phone or struggling to prop it up? Meet the Pop Sockets phone grip with expanding kickstand in black, your new must-have accessory. Don't miss out. Grab yours today. Click the link in the video description to shop now on Amazon.
The drama in the ring continues as Tiffany Stratton has officially ascended to the top of the division. She captured the WWE Women's United States Championship after a spectacular performance and is ready to prove exactly why WWE runs on Tiffy time. Meanwhile, the locker room is reeling from a wave of unexpected roster departures as stars across Raw, SmackDown, and NXT have officially parted ways with the company. In the wake of these departures, the outpouring of support has been incredible. Former Secret Service stablemates Chelsea Green and Piper Niven shared heartfelt tributes to Alba Fyre, while Nikki Bella offered a touching message of support for the departing Nikki Cross. Legends and peers alike are rallying together as everyone reflects on the contributions of these talented stars during this difficult transition period. Finally, the newly crowned WWE Women's Champion Rhea Ripley is looking toward a future beyond the squared circle. Ripley is openly campaigning for a role in the next installment of the Terrifier horror franchise and has even told director Damien Leone that she is ready for Art the Clown to take her out on the big screen. Stay updated on all these stories and more by hitting that like button, subscribing to the channel, and ringing the bell for all the latest notifications. The post-WrestleMania landscape of SmackDown is officially in total chaos, and the bloodline drama just hit a breaking point that no one saw coming. From the moment the show kicked off in Fort Worth, it was clear that the hierarchy of power is shifting. Jacob Fatu made a statement that echoed through the Dickies arena, challenging his family ties and putting Solo Sikoa on notice. Fatu isn't looking for approval anymore, he's looking for dominance, and he proved it by pinning Solo in a brutal main event that turned into an absolute demolition derby. Watching Fatu clear the ring with a steel chair and launch a splash through the announce table, all while the Usos watched from the apron, felt like a chilling tease of what's next for the Bloodline saga. But that wasn't the only seismic shift. Tiffany Stratton finally shed the runner-up label, capturing the Women's United States Championship after a gritty battle with Giulia that was punctuated by Kiana James' interference. And just when you thought the women's division was settling down, Paige and Brie Bella's celebratory homecoming was cut short by the arrival of Fatal Influence. These invaders didn't just crash the party. They sent a message that turned the locker room upside down, even putting the women's champion, Rhea Ripley, on the defensive by the end of the night. Between Cody Rhodes' defiant declaration that he is easy to find but hard to beat, and Sami Zayn's shocking turn as the gingerbread man to dismantle Trick Williams, it's safe to say WWE is officially in a new era. The roster is volatile, the alliances are crumbling, and the road ahead looks dangerous for everyone involved. What did you make of Fatu's massive statement to the family? Sound off in the comments below, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss our next breakdown of this wild ride. Because if this week proved anything, it's that in the new SmackDown, nothing is guaranteed. It is that time of year again, the dreaded Friday afternoon that no professional wrestler wants to see on their calendar. WWE's latest round of roster cuts has sent shockwaves through the industry, leaving fans and peers alike reeling as we say goodbye to some incredibly gifted performers. It's always the hardest part of the business, seeing talented men and women suddenly find themselves looking for a new home, and the social media tributes pouring in really highlight the human cost behind these corporate decisions. Chelsea Green, in particular, was vocal about her heartbreak regarding Alba Fyre, her former cohort in the Green regime. Chelsea didn't hold back, insisting that the fans only ever caught a glimpse of what Fyre is truly capable of. Calling her a fearless wrestler and a slagent, Chelsea made it clear that this isn't an end, but merely a pivot for a performer she considers a powerhouse. Piper Niven echoed that sentiment, offering a touching tribute to her wrestling soulmate. It's rare to see such genuine, raw emotion in this industry, but Niven wasn't shy about calling Fyre a pioneer and someone destined to be remembered as one of the greats. Then we have the current WWE Women's Champion, Rhea Ripley, who took to social media to share how guttered she was by the news. It's a powerful reminder that these wrestlers aren't just characters on a screen. They are comrades who form deep, real-world bonds that survive long after the cameras stop rolling. Nikki Bella also shared a beautiful, heartfelt message for Nikki Cross, celebrating her infectious energy and spirit while encouraging her to own this next chapter. It's truly a bittersweet reminder of how volatile the wrestling world can be. These athletes are already looking forward, proving that while a contract might end, the talent and the legacy remains. What do you think about these latest departures, and who are you most excited to see shine on the independent circuit? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Hit that like button if you appreciate these superstars, and subscribe so you don't miss our next update. After all, in wrestling, the only thing more certain than the chaos is the fact that the show and the grind must go on. The post-WrestleMania comedown has hit harder than anyone expected. Just a week after the spectacle in Las Vegas, the wrestling world is reeling from a massive wave of 24 WWE roster cuts across Raw, SmackDown, NXT, and Evolve. It is the kind of news that reminds us all that in professional wrestling, the ring is only as permanent as your contract. Social media has become a digital wall of support, with some of the biggest names in the business speaking out. Rhea Ripley, fresh off her massive championship win, didn't hold back, calling it a very sad day and sending a defiant message to her departing colleagues. Go prove them all wrong. It is a poignant reminder that for these performers, a release isn't a final bell, it's just a forced transition into the unknown. One of the most emotional reactions came from Hall of Famer Nikki Bella, who was clearly heartbroken over the departure of Nikki Cross. Their exchange online was a beautiful display of the bonds built in the locker room, a side of the business fans rarely get to see behind the glitz of the arena. Similarly, the tributes to Alba Fyre from her Secret Hervis stablemates, Chelsea Green and Piper Niven, highlighted exactly how much talent is leaving the ecosystem, with Niven calling Fyre a wrestling soulmate and a future legend. It hasn't been all somber, though. Stars like Zoey Stark and Tyson DuPont expressed deep gratitude for their time in the company, framing their exits not as defeats, but as the conclusion of a chapter in a much larger story. And then there's Luca Crucifino, who managed to keep his humor fully intact, joking about his next career move with a blunt nod toward OnlyFans. It is always tough to see fan favorites walk away, but in this industry, one door closing usually leads to a much more interesting path opening up elsewhere. We're wishing everyone affected by these cuts nothing but the best. Do you think these releases will change the landscape of the independent circuit forever? Let us know your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button to keep up with all our breaking wrestling coverage. After all, in this business, the only constant is change. Ever wondered who the baddest woman in WWE wants to get taken out by? Forget the superhero roles everyone else is gunning for in Hollywood. Rhea Ripley has her sights set on something a whole lot more sinister. The women's champion recently opened up about her dream transition to the silver screen, and it is not a romantic comedy or an action flick. She is obsessed with the cult classic horror franchise, Terrifier. Speaking with SHAK Wrestling, Mommy herself addressed the buzz surrounding a fan-led petition to get her into the upcoming Terrifier 4. While she is still waiting on that call from director Damien Leone, her enthusiasm is undeniable. She is practically begging for a spot, saying, "Damien, please text me." And honestly, given her screen presence, she would be a perfect fit for that twisted world. What makes this even more interesting is how selective Rhea has been. She actually turned down a role in Love Lies Bleeding to focus on her run with the Judgment Day, and looking back, it was a genius move. That decision helped cement her status as the dominant force we see today. But now, she is officially holding out for a bloody debut, and when asked about her ideal role, she doesn't want to be the hero. She told SHAK Wrestling, "I want to die. I want art to kill me." There is something refreshingly honest about a superstar wanting to get brutally taken out by cinema's most iconic modern clown. If you could pick any wrestler to star in a horror movie, would it be Rhea or someone else? Drop a comment below and let us know your pick for the next big screen scream queen. At the end of the day, maybe being a champion isn't enough. Sometimes, you just want to see if you can survive the nightmare.